Dancy, and this is my brother, Ron Dancy, and we are part of a mission trip going to Alaska. The trip is from April 20th through the 30th, and we're trying to make a video to put on our YouCaring page to get people involved and helping us raise the money that we need to go.
Yep, and I got a little song before we get started. We got a footage after this intro that's going to explain a little bit more about Alaska, why we're going up there, the group that we're going with, and what our mission we're doing. So, but I had a little rap one put together. So, boom, 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 boom. And yo, we headed to Alaska, life ever after, going on a mission trip, headed by the master. Back.
Okay.
Roll it.
I never realized that Alaska would change my life. I had no way of knowing that one day I would be called to be a missionary. But I know that it was a story that God was writing in my life.
Alaska is basically a foreign mission field. Even though it's part of the United States, it's a long way from the rest of the U.S. and has separated itself by mountains and rivers and streams. Many areas are isolated and are still steeped in shamanism and superstition. So in every aspect of the word, Alaska is basically a foreign mission field.
Most of the villages in Alaska, native communities, are accessible only by airplane or by snow machine or during the summer by boat.
The people who live in Alaska prior to the Caucasian arriving are some of the most fascinating people on the planet. Generally speaking, we feature 5 ethnic populations of Alaska. We have Inupiaq, we have Yupik, we have Tlingit, we have Haida, we have Athabascan. They're all just beautiful, beautiful people.
People in Alaska have an amazing history and background. They have an amazing culture. I just love to sit down and listen to the stories of the elders. And no matter where you are in the southeast part of the state with the Haida and the Tlingit, or western region with the Inupiaq or Yupik Eskimo, or even in the interior with the Athabascan people, you'll hear pretty much the same story. It's a story of a people that are lost in hopelessness and have a broken identity. It all boils down to a spiritual problem. It's a people that need to have an encounter with a loving God.
We have one of the highest rates of suicide in our nation that plague youth in Alaska. There's just a lot of hopelessness and a lot of darkness in a lot of the rural communities.
You've got people who are disconnected from themselves, disconnected from their culture, and more importantly, they're disconnected from a God who they don't believe exists, or if they do believe He does, they believe that He hates them. Why am I being abused? Why have I gone through so much pain? Why did my mother commit suicide? Why is my father a drunk? Why is my uncle in prison? Why did my cousin just sexually abuse me? Why? Because they have not had a true, a real encounter with Jesus. And they've not really had a real functional, a real relevant display of the gospel.
In Alaska, there are many churches in the villages that don't have pastors, and some places don't even have a church building.
And there's many souls that need to be witnessed to. How can they be saved if they are not sent? And how can they hear without a preacher to preach to them?
Oh, so we're back. Thanks so much for taking the time to look at this video and our page, and we sure hope that you, please stop smiling though. We sure hope
I'm so happy to go on a mission trip, you know.
Yeah, we're very excited. But we hope that you will contribute, and if not by monetary means, then by prayers. We definitely can use your prayers. Anything that we can do to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ is important to us, and I hope, hopefully it's important to you. So thank you again, and God bless.
Donate.